Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy E Games. Today we're playing Genshin Impact. This is a new game that just came out, and I've been kind of following it. Not really, I just know that it existed, and I just wanted to check it out when it came out. So it's finally out, it's launched. I haven't done any of the betas, I haven't really followed the news. All I know is it's really close to Breath of the Wild, the way it plays, or at least it's heavily inspired by it, so yeah. Unfortunately, I put in a lot of work to kind of get this game to play properly, so there's unfortunately a lot of jank to this game. So far I've played the beginning, kind of gets you used to the controls. I played up until this like pillar thing, which is like a statue you pray to and you can do stuff. I'm not really sure exactly all the things you can do yet, but hopefully I'll learn as I play. I played a little bit further than this where there was a cutscene, but after the cutscene I decided I wanted to kind of record myself playing a little bit of an initial reaction to this game. So I guess I'll go into one of the first major gripes I have about this game. I normally play inverted for the mouse, and there at the moment is no way to invert the mouse, so instead I've connected my Xbox One controller, and every time you go into the game you would have to switch to the controller if you want to. At the moment it doesn't remember your settings, and once you switch into the controller it completely moves everything to the controller, and you no longer have control of the keyboard, so it's not like I can use the keyboard now to kind of play around with the settings. I have to use the controller, which kind of sucked. Hopefully like MiHoYo, the devs for this game, will eventually add these like quality of life settings, which in my opinion should have been kind of baseline to this game before it was released. For some reason it was not. Another thing is that there actually is no way to rebind your controls at all at the moment. Same with the keyboard and mouse as well, there's no way to rebind it. Like on this channel I normally play Guild Wars 2 as an MMO, and my inventory button is I to open inventory, but for some reason they have it set to B and I wanted it to set to I and it wouldn't let me. Hopefully these things will be added in as the game goes. It's just a lot of game launch jankiness, I guess. So yeah, I'm not gonna go any further because I think it advances the story, so I'm just gonna go back in the direction I came from. Hopefully there's like enemies and stuff. So another thing is, installing the game was kind of weird. I had a VPN on, and that for whatever reason blocked me from being able to connect to MiHoYo's servers. Maybe like the game isn't in the DNS of the VPN or something, I don't know. But I turned off the VPN and I was able to connect properly, so that's I guess one thing to keep in mind when you're trying to install the game and run the game. So you can't have a VPN while you're running the game either, which is a little bit shady, but I don't know. A little bit unfortunate. So right now I feel like my camera is too close to the character, but there is a way to zoom out. But my controller is an Xbox One controller, and for some reason my left bumper like never works properly. So I can use this to zoom out a little. So I had to really hold down really hard the left bumper for it to work. I initially tried to use my Switch Pro controller, which unfortunately is not supported. Just a lot of little quality of life things that I guess people take for granted, or at least I took for granted when things just work. I'm currently playing at 1440p, and I do have a lot of frame drops, especially when there's like animations like this waterfall, or when there's a lot of particle effects when I'm like attacking. So yeah, there's a little bit of performance issues. So I'm a little bit curious how this actually runs on a mobile device, since I'm running on like a 1060, a GTX 1060. Ooh, I took a lot of damage there. Can I heal up somehow? Inventory? Oh, I got some. Yeah, my left bumper doesn't work, so I had to scroll through the whole thing. Can I equip this? No, dang. I guess my character only uses swords. Maybe I need to learn a new ability or something to use other weapons, I don't know. So far, I'm just experiencing this game as a newbie. So you're getting a raw kind of experience. So this restores HP if I eat 2 of them. So it's pretty similar to Breath of the Wilds, where you can just randomly pick up fruits and stuff and it'll restore HP, but unlike Breath of the Wilds, it seems like, at least in the beginning, it heals quite a bit. I don't know. Whereas an apple would have only healed like a quarter of a heart or something. Can I pick up these crabs? Oh, yes you can. So similar to Breath of the Wilds, you can kind of pick up creatures if you sneak up on them, I guess. Another janky thing is, in order to set up my recording software to record this game, I needed to actually film my monitors, as opposed to normally I set it up to just capture the window. For some reason, OBS can't find the window for this thing, and I have to capture the game through the monitor. And whenever I alt-tab or do anything, it minimizes Genshin Impact, which is a bit of a jank because I don't really want to show off my like desktop or anything in case there's some sensitive information on there or something, or I don't want people to laugh at my wallpapers. But yeah, whenever I alt-tab to like start or stop recording, it would minimize. Like once I put focus on a different window, like for example if I put focus on OBS, it would minimize Genshin Impact and reveal my desktop. So yeah, this is the starting area. So I guess I'll kind of summarize what happened. When you first enter the game, you get introduced to a cutscene where 2 like blonde characters, I guess, one of them being this character right now, is fighting against some other like more voluptuous lady. And the way they describe it is like this character and her brother are people who like travel through different dimensions, and they got to this dimension and some other like god character person decided to like stop them from moving around. And at that point you can either choose to be a girl or a boy. So if you chose a boy, you would have been her brother, but I chose the anime waifu route and I chose the girl, so my brother got eaten by her. Okay, maybe not eaten. Eaten is not a good word to describe it. Absorbed? Trapped? Kidnapped? Well, her brother is not here anymore, and our powers are also sealed by that god, so we're kind of starting from scratch. And that's why we're so weak. I do find, like, I already have over 1,000 health. I find, like, maybe in the beginning we shouldn't start with as much health, but I don't know, it just depends how the numbers work, I guess, for this game. And of course our like stamina bars and stuff isn't that much, isn't really long, so I can only dash for a short amount of time. I wonder if you can go to that like island over there at some point in the distance. Is there a way to like get on a boat or something? So yeah, this thing here that I'm running towards is a waypoint. If I go into the map, so this is what I have unlocked so far. I guess there's more. This is like the next area. Oh, the map doesn't actually look that big. Okay, never mind. I'm scrolling a lot lower now. Okay, Wow, this map is pretty huge. It sucks how slow it scrolls though. But yeah, I started in this area. It's telling me to go to this town right now. So I was here, I moved across here, got to this thing, and that's like this thing is a waypoint that reveals the map, whereas the thing I'm standing in front of is just a waypoint where you can teleport to. Go back to the map. Once I got around here, there was like a cutscene where like this huge wyvern dragon looking thing was laying down and some character was talking to him, and then when the dragon sensed our presence, it like got angry and flew away. So yeah, I think I'll play this game just to experience the story. I'll also record myself doing it, so I'll have like kind of a story playthrough on this channel. But I was kind of hoping I'd come across like a chest or something by now, but I guess they're not as abundant as I thought they would be. Yeah, you can climb on walls and stuff just like you would in Breath of the Wild, and you can do the little hop. That would drain more stamina, but you get a little boost. So yeah, despite all the little janks and stuff, I feel like I would put time into this game. Unfortunately, it would be a lot nicer if a lot of the issues I'm having with the game were addressed like sooner rather than later. Because it would be nice to like just not have to switch to my controller every time I launch the game, or have to like render a new video just to cut off the beginning and end just because I need to. It'll minimize every time I hit the record button or stop record button. Look at those, beautiful. It's nice that you can see so far too. I guess this is like a cell shaded game, so it's not as graphically intensive. Where are the enemies at? I was hoping something would pop up by now and I can kind of show off the... Oop, there's something here. Do I need like a mining pick to do this? Hello? Oh, it has a health. Yeah! Iron chunk. There's enemies, let's fight them. So far I have this basic regular attack where I'm just hitting the B button. Is there like a... There's no like jump and then hit B so far to like do a slam. Oh! There is one where you just jump and do a slam. Okay, I don't know how I did that. I guess you had to be high enough in order to do that. There's a right trigger, which just right now is like this wind ability, and it goes off cooldown. So as you can see, my right trigger is now back. I use it, it's on cooldown. You can also charge it, but it makes the cooldown longer, so I can kind of demonstrate that. And there's a Y ability, which is kind of like an ult, like Overwatch ult, where I have to fight in order to charge it. And then when it's charged, it's like a super crazy like ability. Ooh, people are running away. Come back! That chest has like runes around it. What does that mean? This thing is ice. Oop. Oh, I had to kill that thing in order to get access to this chest or something. I got a dull blade. I don't know what that means. I think I'm currently holding a dull blade. Pick up all these fruits just in case I need healing. wonder if I'll get a bow or something at some point. That would be cool, kind of like in Breath of the Wilds. Just like go hunting for boar meat. The sword is really similar. The way the sword just like floats on your back. It's really similar to Nier Automata, where all your weapons kind of like, you can throw them and stuff, and they just like despawn and respawn on your back. It was a really cool effect for that game. I really liked Nier Automata, and every time I see that sword come out, it reminds me of it. It's a shame that it disappears after a while though. I don't know why they did that. For the most part, you would think you want to have your weapons like shown, just so you have a bit of you're kind of showing off your gear, right? But I guess this isn't like a MMO or anything. You would only be able to show off your gear to people who join your game. I think this game has co-op up to 4 players, but I don't really know how that's gonna work. Like, I heard you can't co-op the story, which is unfortunate, but you can like do raids and dungeons and boss fights and stuff, world bosses and stuff with your friends. I'm really looking forward, not just kinda, I'm really looking forward to playing this with my friends if they ever get interested in it. I actually don't even know when you're allowed to have multiplayer. I think in Guild Wars 2 you need to be at a certain level before you can PvP together, but you can hang out, like party up right away once you get out of the starting area. Party setup? Quick setup switch. I guess also in this game you have NPCs that you can switch to at some point. Like other characters you can switch to, so you're not just stuck with this character. I think I cleared out this area earlier before I start recording. Maybe I'll just go to the next area to trigger some cutscene so we get a taste of that, and then I'll end the video there. Whispering Woods. I changed the voice acting, or the voiceover, VO, to Japanese since... Oh, you can pick up that butterfly. Oh, it disappeared. I changed it to Japanese because I feel like... I don't know, I'm just used to anime voice acting, so I'm used to like the Japanese cartoony voices more. It feels more natural than the English cartoon voices. I cringe at the English ones for some reason. I guess that's just a matter of opinion, or a matter of taste. I have terrible taste, maybe? I don't know. Can I pick up that butterfly? Whoop. Perhaps this, can I actually scroll through that? I don't think I can. There was a scroll bar there on this, so there was more to read. Can I pick up that frog? Oh, it's exactly like Breath of the Wild, just pick everything up. Gotcha! Raw meat. Do they like turn bad after a while? Do they just stay raw meat? I guess I'm also a weeb, that's why I enjoy the Japanese voice acting more, I don't know. A weeaboo. I don't actually understand Japanese. Whoa, hello. Animo. Did we get her as a party member or something? Yeah, Paimon is like Paimon is like this little fairy person that we saved when we first got into this world. And she's kind of like the Navi of Link. She just like keeps talking, giving you. She's like your guide, giving you like, look, check this out. Hello, I'm Crazy AWOL.
それからそのマスコットは何なの?
Emergency food.
全然違う。マスコットイカじゃないか。
It's kind of a weird to think that you would eat her.
とにかく旅人よね。近頃モンド城の周辺で大きな竜が出没しているの。
They call the city Mondo,
だから早く城に入った方がいいわ。
in Japanese they call it Mondo, but in the English translation they call it Mondstadt. I actually don't really know how to pronounce that.
そうだ。ここからモンドまでそう遠くもないし、ここは騎士の務めとして城まで送ってあげる。任務があって城を出たんじゃないのか？もちろん任務もあるわ。でも安心して、任務を行いながらでもあんたたちの身を守ることくらいはできるから。それに怪しいものを放っておくわけにもいかないからね。
We're sus. She thinks we're sus.
ごめん。優秀な騎士にあるまじき言動だったね。謝るよ。見知らぬその尊敬できる旅人さん。
Another thing I would like to mention is that the controls is more like the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo controls, because as you can see in the bottom right corner it says B to confirm, but normally that's like A. A is to confirm and B is to block out or to back out of things. But I'm on a Xbox controller, so normally A is like the bottom button and B is the right button. So like the way it is, the placement of it, B being to confirm is similar to the Switch controller. Like the A and B is switched, or is kind of opposite between the Xbox and the Switch controller. So like the Xbox has A at the bottom, B at the right, Y at the top, and X on the left, whereas the Switch is A on the right, B on the bottom, Y on the left, and X on the top. I don't know if that makes sense from just hearing it. I think if there was visuals on the screen it would make more sense. Ooh. Switch to Amber. Okay. Hold left button. Oh, yay! Pew!
ねえ、得体の知れない旅人さん。何しにモンドへ？
Well, look
こいつは遠い遠い旅の途中で兄と離れ離れになってな。オイラはこいつと一緒にその兄を探してるんだ。へえ、家族を探してるのね。そうだ。今請け負ってる任務が片付いたら城内にお知らせを。そういえば任務って何なんだ？簡単よ。見ればわかるわ。
So yeah, Japanese voice acting. I'm more used to the Japanese voice acting than anything. So is she like permanently in our party, or is this temporary? And once we get in this city, she goes like, goodbye! And we're back to being our lonesome. I don't really know how you like unlock characters through like their like microtransaction loot box store, I guess, maybe? I don't know. How many arrows do I have, or is it just infinite arrows? It's just on a cooldown. So another thing is, I don't know if I can find it. I guess like you have like, is this what it's called? Sigil? No. There's like this currency called Primogem or Primo Gems, I think that's like the microtransactions in this game. And you get that currency to buy things. But I can't really find it. Maybe this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, let's see this. So from just what it looks like, the premium currency is Genesis crystals, and you can convert it to the in-game currency Primo gems, it would seem. And the game awards you Primo gems. So maybe like if you just grind, you can buy loot boxes to unlock characters and items and stuff. But of course, if you want to make things a bit quicker, you can just straight up pull out your credit card, buy the Genesis crystals, convert it into the in-game currency, and do whatever you want with it. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of a good, quick first look, I guess. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll continue covering this game, I think.